Hello and welcome. So I'm doing something a little different today, as you can see. When Nintendo Direct came, October 15th, they announced a really big update to Animal Crossing, and I'm super excited about playing it. I haven't played Animal Crossing since April. So if you see, it's not autumn in my Animal Crossing game. It's actually, I time traveled back to April, because I thought I would play and kind of catch up to October, because I missed my birthday. I missed a bunch of events. I missed summer. I logged in, it was autumn, so I had entirely missed summer, which I was sad about. So I think the update's not until November 5th, so I thought I would kind of time travel and catch up and play through summer. So anyways, I was going to do a island tour. Let's go ahead and get in here. I was going to do an island tour. You can see Wendy there enjoying her drink on her porch. I was going to do so I've got 1,100 hours in this game. I am a huge Animal Crossing fan. I started playing in New Leaf, and I love the franchise. And so when they came out with New Horizons, let's get through this really quick. Yeah, you can see I'm in April. Bamboo, okay. So, what was I talking about? Oh, so I was ready I was ready at launch. I'd already pre-ordered it. I actually had already downloaded it. I was waiting on my phone. I had a countdown, and I started playing the moment it came out. I just love this game so much, and it also was came out right when lockdown happened, and I had never been through a pandemic before, and there were those stories coming out of Italy. I mean, do you remember what was going on in Italy at this time when this launched? And they were having to do like wartime triage. They were trying to figure out who was going to get the very scarce medical resources that were available and who wasn't, who was going to live and who was going to die. It was terrifying. It was sad. And I didn't know what was going on. Nobody knew what was going on. It was just starting to show up on our shores in the U.S. And when it did, it hit New York hard. And then New York started having stories like that. And so I disappeared into my island of happy hugs. And it was better than Xanax, I'm telling you. It kept me calm, and it kept me, I don't know, it was amazing. Anyways, so I've got 1,100 hours on this game. I quit playing in April, and started playing Love Nikki, because I was waiting for Shining Nikki to come out. I was really excited about Shining Nikki, and I switched over to Love Nikki and then Shining Nikki. So, anyways, I thought we'd do an island tour. So, we can start with this is my house. Just to warn you, there might be some roaches here and there. I've killed a lot of roaches already, but there's so many roaches. I haven't played for months. So many roaches. Okay. Oh, no, there's one right there. I've killed so many, and still there's a ton. I'm not going to be able to get to that roach. He's hidden back there. Okay, so here's the front room with a roach that I can't get to. And if we go back here, you see stitches. I have stitches on my island. Now I have a bunch of people that have already left. There's Dom. He's still on my island. Who do we have over here? I think we have Lolly. Yeah, Lolly's still on my island. So here's the back. I'll try to kill that roach when we come back in. Like I said, there's so many roaches. Oh my gosh. So here's the Vinson back garden that I really like. So this is actually Maldare's and Angel's house. We'll meet Maldare. Well, we won't actually, because it's another character. But there, get the roach. There we go. Oh, okay. All roach is gone. At least in this house. I think I got a lot in the other houses too. But we might still meet the occasional roach. I've killed so many roaches. I haven't played in so long. This is the kitchen. So when I was walking through here before now, I didn't realize that I had a certain design aesthetic that apparently I like. So here in the kitchen, you'll notice it's black and white, very monochromatic, except for one very dramatic accent color, which in this case is red. And I didn't realize it until I was walking through this earlier. I was like, oh my gosh, they did the same thing in the bathroom. So the bathroom is over here, and it's the same thing. We have very black and white monochromatic with an accent color, but in this case it is this kind of turquoise. So I just think it's very dramatic when you do that, but apparently I did it a couple of times. We're not going downstairs. There's nothing downstairs. I couldn't figure out what to put down there. Upstairs is the bedroom. Like I said, I RP this whole island. So here's the upstairs, and it's huge. I wish the side rooms downstairs were bigger. They were bigger in New Leaf. So there's a study area and a sitting area and a sleeping area. So like I said, there's Chrissy. Chrissy's not on my island anymore. I recently switched her out for Wendy. There's a lot of peppies and a lot of normals that I like, so I've switched them out a lot. Whereas there's like only one cranky I like, and there's only one sisterly I like, so they like never get switched out. All right, so let's head on out. So a lot of people said they didn't like the game very much because there wasn't a lot of content, and that is true. If you're like playing it as a sim, there's really not like a lot of content. To me, this is more of a building game like Minecraft. If you enjoy building, then this is the game for you. Like I said, I've got 1,100 hours in here, and I can do way more. This is Dom's house, which you can tell by he's got all his exercise equipment here. But we're going to come back to the residential area. Let's start at the entrance. I'm in the residential area right now. But let's start at the island entrance. Oh, there's Wendy. I have lots of sheep. They're my favorite type of villager. Let's go ahead and say see you around. See you around, Wendy. They're my favorite villagers. My second favorite are the bear cubs. I have a couple of bear cubs. As far as, see, there's a bear cub. I love Stitches. Look at him. Look how cute he is. I love dressing them too. He's so cute. I love him. He's my favorite lazy. So I'll get another lazy on the island for him to be friends with, but he never leaves because I love him so much. All right, see you later. See you later, little guy. I love him. All right, so let's go to the island entrance. So here's the island entrance. And let's say hi. Do we have a hi? There's a hi. Greetings. So come on in. Let's take a look around. So as you can see, go to this way, you can see Able Sisters right here. And then next to it is what's this called? Nook's Cranny, right? Here's Nook's Cranny. But let's head back this way. And let's go check out the diner. You can see the diner up here. So this is the outside of the diner. It's run by Lily. This is Lily's diner. And I was just playing around over here. I wanted to do a really cool museum entrance. I don't know if you've seen some other islands that have just the most amazing museum entrances. So I was just goofing around trying to figure out how to do my museum entrance, and I made this, and I loved it so much. I was like, okay, that's going to stay. That's not going to be the museum entrance. It's just going to stay right there. So anyways, here's the diner. Sorry. This is where the maitre d' says, oh, yes, you do have a reservation. Come on in. So in the new DLC that's coming on November 5th, well, actually, let's go here really quick. So here is the little picnic area, and this goes into the main diner. There might be roaches in here. We'll see. So in the new DLC that's coming on November 5th, you can actually designate buildings, not on your island, but in the DLC area, the archipelago. I can never say that word. Archipelago? Anyways, the buildings over there. You can designate them as a diner or stuff like that, and then the villagers will actually go in them to use those buildings for that purpose, which I think is really cool because there's never anybody in here ever eating or anything. So here's Lily's diner, but there's never anybody in here, which makes it kind of sad. And also when I get the DLC and replicate a diner over on the archipelago, I don't know how to say that word, I may go ahead and get break this diner down. I may not keep 2 diners, and then have more room on my island to build something else. So this is the diner, and then back here is the bakery. You can order baked goods for any of your events. There's such cool food things in Animal Crossing, and there's going to be even more coming up that I really like to showcase them. So that's one of the reasons I really like this bakery. And like I said, I find when building that it's easier to RP the whole thing, because then there's a purpose behind everything. It makes it easier to build. If we go this way, here's the tea room, which I love. I just imagine having a tea room IRL. And, in my imagination, meeting girlfriends and having cupcakes and cup of tea and catching up. I mean, doesn't that sound... and being in a room like this. So that's the tea room. And then we have the party room over here. So Lily she has a room that she rents out if you need a room for a party. At the moment, it is set up for a birthday party, but you can rent out this room for any kind of party you'd like. And then upstairs is my second favorite room in this area. I like all the rooms a lot, but my favorite is the tea room and the coffee house. And I think it's because IRL, I would love to go to places like that. Oh my gosh, I love that tea room, like imagining going there and being there for real. And it's the same with this coffee house. I love this coffee house. Can you imagine having this coffee house right around the corner? How awesome that would be. It would be really cool. I have no registers, so I have laptops everywhere that act as registers. So, and look, I even put games over there so you can play chess with your friends at the coffee house. You can have live music. So, the coffee house, I love it. And then downstairs is the commercial kitchen that services all these different areas. And I always imagine that a couple of villagers work here for Lily because she wouldn't be able to do this all by herself. So we have some people that would work here. And like I said, my brother, it was so funny. He plays Fallout 76, and he builds, and he RPs. I was like, oh my God, you and I are the same, even though yours is Fallout 76. It's a post-apocalyptic world, and mine is this really sweet little island, but we build exactly the same. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel, and he builds as well. So we're going to go do that next. That's the boardwalk down there. And just like me, he RPs, because then, like I said, I think it makes it easier to build, because then everything has a purpose. So we're going to go this way. So this is the tourist side of the island. It reminds me of like Key West, where it's a party 24/7. So here's the Tiki Bar, where you can go and meet friends for a drink. And like I said, this is a tourist area of the town, very noisy. After you've been swimming, you can come and get a rinse-off shower. Here's the beach, where you can relax and just enjoy your time on the island. Happy Hugs makes most of their money from tourism. Here's more of the beach, where you can just enjoy the beach. Now this is the boardwalk over there, but we're going to approach it from a different way. So let's go back down here to the Tiki Bar. And then let's come to the boardwalk from here. So it starts with kind of a kid area, which is really cool. And you can turn these on, which I love. You can turn on the helicopter and Godzilla and the Gundam. And then you go, watch out, watch out. Because they're fighting and the helicopter's right in the middle of it. And go, yay! Okay, so we come in here, and this is where the toys are that you win any toys. You can come collect your toys that you've won. Here's games and rides. Like I said, very noisy. This is the tourist area of the town. We cut through here. It takes us by the dinosaur area. And then it takes us to this little park. This is where I used to cross-pollinate my flowers. That's why it's set up this way. But I don't have any flowers I need to cross-pollinate anymore to have all the ones that I want, all the hybrids. And so I made it into a rose. And once again, look, I just realized it's the black and white with the accent color. Apparently I do like that. Okay, that's the third time we've seen that. So I've changed it into a rose and statue garden because I don't make hybrids anymore. I've got all the hybrids I want. So, and then this comes back to the main area. Like I said, there's Abel's Sisters and Nook's Cranny right there. I put this right here, right next to the plaza, because there's a better chance of the villagers interacting with the instruments and interacting with the dance pad if it's right next to the plaza. I really love it when they sing and play with the instruments, so that's why this is right here by the plaza. I'm not sure if I like it here. This was the very last thing I made before I quit playing, but we'll see. That's where it is right now. Alright, so this is the B&B. This is run by Grace, I believe. So this is Grace's... No, this is Spiky. Spiky runs this. This is Spiky's B&B. And so... Oh, look, Fuchsia over there trying to catch something, which she will not. They are terrible at catching bugs. So let's go into the B&B. This is run by Spiky. And I've only got 2 rooms done in here. This was the last building I was working on when I quit playing back in April. Oop, and there's a roach. Let's kill the roach. Okay, so this is where you check in, and this is where after a long day of travel you can relax. Why wouldn't he choose it? Oh, I bet it's because that plant is there. Okay, you can relax. So I have this front room done when you first come in, the reception, and then the only other room I have done is this kids' room. I figured that, like, if a family came to the B&B, the parents could have one room by themselves and have some quiet time, and all the kids could be in a room like this. And I love this room so much. I love this room. Oh, it's such a sweet and pretty and cute room. I love this room. So anyways, that's what I imagined this room was for. And that's all I've got done for the B&B. Like I said, this was the last building I was working on when I quit. Oops, and another roach. Okay. And I have another building in my head to make a community center, but I didn't even. After 1,100 hours, I just had to take a break. I put a lot of time into the game. There's Fuchsia being a cutie. I don't like the sisterlies. Hey, Fuchsia. Actually. I forgot I made that her greeting. I haven't played this in a long time. It just suits her. It suits her. If you know the sisterly type, you're like, oh yeah, a sisterly would say that. Let's say I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you. I'm not fond of the sisterlies. They tend to be kind of, I don't know. They're a little annoying. And she's the only sisterly. They're all programmed the same. They say the same. Oh, there's Wendy. Let's say hi to Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Aww. Well, we'll see you around, Wendy. I love her. She's a peppy. She's my newest. I just traded out Chrissy for her. I love her. I love the sheep. Anyway, so the sisterlies are all programmed the same. They say the same thing. But, so you have to find a sisterly where you like their character design. So I really like Fuchsia's character design, so I never switch her out for another sisterly. She's been my sisterly forever. Anyways, I just realized we're coming into the residential area. There's 3 levels for the residential area. This is Etoile or Etoile. It means star in French, but I don't know the French language, so I don't know how to really pronounce it. This is her house. That's why she has a star. I try to make him match the little creature, the little villager. So that's Etoile's, and here we have, this is Fuchsia's. That's why she has red and purple flowers, kind of the deconstructed fuchsia color. So there's Fuchsia's house. Then we go this way. Oh, I can't go so fast because it gets all jerky and stuff. We come to Judy's house. I found Judy on the island, which was incredibly lucky. So she's got all her elegant stuff over here because she's very elegant. She's my Snooty. I've never switched her out. She's been my only Snooty. I had two Snooties for a while because I had Chrissy as a Peppy and I wanted her sister. Oh my gosh, Francine. So I had Chrissy and Francine for a while, and that was cool having Chrissy and Francine. But I just switched Chrissy out, and I also got rid of Francine, but I did not get rid of Judy. She's my favorite. She's my favorite Snooty. And see, so she has a little dog. They bark at each other through the fences. That's Stitch's dog over there. But let's go say hi to Judy. Oh, she's busy. She's very busy. What's going on, Judy? Not at the moment. No, thank you. So she says, sweet love. So for what I do is, for their catchphrase, with the exception of Dom, I will give them a pet name because it sounds like the way it's written, it looks like they're calling you that pet name. And like I said, I was so sad when I started playing that I made everything about this game super sweet and super nice because it was my escape. And so when you have them call you pet names like Honey Boo and Sweet Love, it just kind of turns the sweetness up to 11. So all of my little villagers, except for Dom says, what does he say? It's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He says Bing Pot. Because it fits him. He's a jock. And then Lolly's picked up Bing Pot. So this is Stitch's house. You can tell by all of the toys. And then, of course, by the giant teddy bear. I love Stitch's. He's my favorite lazy. I'll get another lazy to be his friend, but he never leaves the island. I love him so much. So, I almost forgot about this. This is the sanctuary, the sea turtle sanctuary. So I didn't come up with this idea, someone else did, and it's really cool. That's the thing about the community. Everybody shares ideas and shares these things right here. What are those called? Patterns. Same with these. I didn't make these wood planks. The Animal Crossing community is really cool, very helpful in sharing. So this is the sea turtle sanctuary that leads back to the lighthouse. And I think it's really cool that someone thought of this because there are some very clever and creative people in the community. All right, and let's head up to the second level of the residential area. So this is Wendy's house. She's blue, little blue sheep, so she got blue and white. This is Bam's house. He's my newest villager. He even still has his default catchphrase. That's how new he is. He's a jock. He's really cute. He's got freckles, so that's kind of why I fell for him. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a freckled deer. Let's give him a try. So I say hi to him. Yes, he kablang. That's his default catchphrase. That's how new he is. See you later, Bam. So far, I really like him. I hadn't had two jocks on the island before, and so I wanted to try out two jocks because they're the same personality. When they get into a conversation together, some of them conversations can be so funny. So I want to try two jocks. This is Lolly's house. You can tell because she's got all her little books there. She's a normal, and they love their books. Oh, she has a little puppy too that barks at you through the fence. Going, wah, 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 wah. There he goes. He's got his little thing there. And then coming this way, we go back to Dom's house, and my house is down there. There's Fuchsia. Hey, Fuchsia. This is my favorite villager ever. Favorite villager ever. I love you. This is Pietro's house, my little party baby. He was my favorite villager in New Leaf, and even in New Leaf, he was really ostentatious and garish, and I was worried that I wouldn't like him in New Horizons because he was like even more ostentatious. But no, I love him. He's colorful and funny and silly, and I adore him. This is Murphy. I love Murphy. Murphy's got a puppy too, barking at his kebabs. So Murphy he's my only cranky. I don't like any of the other crankies. I know a lot of people really like the wolves as crankies. This is he's my boy. Let's say hi to him. Little bear cub. Yeah, I really like him. I've had him forever. And like I said, I've tried the other crankies. I've tried a couple of the wolves, but he's the only cranky I like. I'm not terribly fond of the cranky personality either. So I just keep Murphy around, and I really like him. So here's the haunted house. And I think this is really just cool. I did not come up with this idea of a open grave. I saw it on another island. Like I said, very creative people, and so I put the open grave in my graveyard too. Murphy's in here since his house is right here. He'll be wandering through the graveyard all the time. He's not afraid of the ghost. This is where the ghost lives, in the haunted house. I haven't quite figured out her backstory. The villagers are not afraid of her. They walk right up and talk to her. But this is her house. It's really spooky. Very creepy. This is her backyard. I haven't figured out the story for the ghost yet. I'm still kind of figuring out her backstory. It's got to be a little bit evil, and I'll show you why. She's got a couple things where you're like, I don't know about this ghost. For example, if we go in here, it looks like she was up to something no good, because we've got, what the heck? What the heck, ghost? So it's not like she was a good ghost. Like I said, I haven't figured out her backstory yet. It can't be too awful because it's happy hugs, and I love happy hugs, and it's got to be sweet. But it's still creepy. There's nothing wrong with creepy. So we go over here. I try to put the creepiest thing is in here. And those little kids, I'll go back to that statue, suckling from the mother wolf. I'm like, okay, that's just a little bit on the creepy side. So here's the creepy dining room. I wish I could show you how I dressed up the other characters. Like the ghost looks really cool. Also, Chucklebean, who owns the surf shop, looks really cool. So anyway, see the kids suckling from the mother wolf? It's so weird. So that's why I got put in here. This is her dungeon. Once again, something that's a little like your "What's up, ghost? What did you do? What did you do when you were alive?" So this is her dungeon, because every haunted house has to have a dungeon. When I first did this dungeon, I made it. It was a bit murder housey. I was like, okay, that's just gross. We want creepy, not gross, and I had to redo it. It was disturbing. I didn't like it, so I changed it up. It was pretty gross. It's funny that you can do something gross in Animal Crossing, but you can. So here's the bedroom, and this comes out of is from deep sea diving. And as soon as I put it down, I was like, oh my gosh, you are going to the haunted house. You are creepy AF. So that was from deep sea diving. And then we have the haunted thing. And this is such a sad picture. That picture's so sad. It fit in here perfectly. And then we got our creepy Annabelle doll. So that's the haunted house. Like I said, I wish I could show you the characters. I'd have to log off and log back on. I'm trying to keep this somewhat short. We're almost at 30 minutes. I'm going as fast as I can. There's just so much to show. I mean, it is 1,100 hours of work. So let's head this way. So that's the last of the residential area. Past my baby's house. I wish we could see Pietro. Oop, and what is his name? I can't remember. He's here. I haven't played in so long. So heading over this way, we head over to the museum. I'm not going to go into the museum. I've completed it. I've got all the bugs and art and dinosaur bones and fish. I played a lot. I couldn't get the stringfish. My husband had to get the stringfish for me. Okay, so this is Maldair, runs the museum annex. We've got Blathers. He's an exceptional curator and an exceptional scientist, but he's not very good at running the business of a museum or of the visiting professors and students. So Maldair runs this. This is the foyer. And he's the one that sets up all the lectures and all the students that come in. So like I said, I RP the whole thing, and this is Blathers and Maldair's office. So There's a lot of biodiversity around Happy Hugs, and surprisingly, there's really great fossils. And also, we have a great horticulture or botany program. So those are the students that we get and the professors that we get. And Melder handles all the grants and all of all of that stuff. So you come here, you check in with the prefect. This is the computer room, the lab, the computer lab. You can then get here and do your research or work on your assignment. Like I said, I find if you RP, it makes it so much easier to build, because then everything has a purpose and it makes sense. So like, well, of course this is going to go here because this is the function of this room, or this is the function of this area. This is the science lab where they're clearly working with the deep sea creatures. We're at 30 minutes. I'm going as fast as I can. We still have the surf shop. Down here is the library. And it's mainly books on paleontology and biology and botany, because that is what the students and the professors are here to study and to research. And there's no university on Happy Hugs, so it's just visiting students, and they'll be here for like 6 months at a time working on a project or doing some research. And then up here is the lecture hall, where when we do have a professor and several students, where they can listen and take their notes. All right, we're at 31 minutes. I'll try to go fast. We only have one more building. And how many more areas? 1, 2, I think only 3 more areas. It's a big island. I did a lot. So this is one of the areas that I was going to show you guys, is the wind farm over there. It's all green energy on Happy Hugs. So here are the flower farm, where the students can do experiments with the flowers, and we have honeybees as well. There's Dom. Say hi to Dom. Hey, Dom. See, he says bean pot. So I got Dom I paid bells for him. I got him from the Beltree Farms in a trade. I'm seeing you, Dom. I can't remember how much he costs, but I paid bells for him from Beltree Farms. If we go this way, oh, there's my boy. There's my baby in his heart sweater. We'll go say hi to him. So this goes, we haven't done the wild area yet, have we? Let's go say hi to my baby. This is my number one favorite. Oh, see, he's sweet. He's colorful. I love him so much. I'll say, see you later. I love him. He's my favorite. So this is the wild area. I saw it on another island. It was really cool. They had it going to a witch's house. I loved it so much. So came back to my island after. It was doing the sleeping thing when you sleep. I came back and made myself a wild area. And this is where I put the campsite is over here. I really like this area too. Their area was actually a little bit cooler because it led to a witch's house, but I just didn't have enough room to do that. I see Fuchsia over there. There's my baby, being a baby. He's so cute, isn't he? Alright, so let's go this way. Going back up that way goes to the residential area. If I could keep following, going back that way. So coming down this way, we go down to the farm. So here's the orchard, and the orchard includes bell trees. And these are 99,000 bell bags. So if Isabel says, I feel my horoscope said I'll be lucky today, on that day, if you do a bell tree, if you, instead of bearing 10,000 bells, you buried 99,000 bells, you'll get 99,000 bell bags. But it's only on the days that she says my horoscope says I'm lucky. I'm going to be lucky today. So here's the orchard, and then we come down to the farm. We're going to get way more stuff than pumpkins. When I quit playing in April, all we had was pumpkins. But I think we get like carrots and I don't know what else. We're getting other stuff. Wheat, maybe? I don't know. If you could stop and you can get a drink. This is the seasonal area, I leave it open to do seasonal stuff. For example, in the winter, the rest of the island's so covered, the snowballs tend to spawn here, and I make the snowmen here. This is all for seasonal stuff, whatever is going on that season. So if we go over here, there's stitches. We have the pier. You can have a nice day of fishing. And then back here, we're almost done. What are we at? 35 minutes. Here's Dom being a cutie. Hey, Dom. This takes us back to the wind farm. So here we back. Oh, the wind is still today. Not moving much. Like I said, this is all green energy here on Happy Hugs. I'm going to go ahead and say we have some tidal energy too that we're creating. So I think we're almost done, which is good because we're at 35 minutes. Hey Dom, say hi to Dom, pass by him. My kids are home from school. I really need to wrap this up. So going over here, there's only one thing left to look at, and that's the surf shop. Oh, there's Wendy. Okay, so let's look at the surf shop and then we're done. And it's a smaller shop. I think that's everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything. So here's the surf shop. I don't have any registers, so just laptops everywhere for to check out. So this is run by Chucklebean. And back here is the showers that you can pay 50 bells. You've been in a day of surfing or swimming and you need to rinse off the all the salt and sand. You can pay 50 bells for a shower. My cousin Kelsey made this for me. And Kelsey's Island is so cool. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And so if people like this, maybe I can talk to Kelsey about doing a tour of their island because, oh my gosh, their island is amazing. It's amazing. They're an artist, so it's not surprising their island is so amazing. And the thing that's cool about like my island and Kelsey's island is they're so different. I mean, so different than mine. And that's what I like about this game is there's so many tools and so many choices that you can go to 50 different islands. They're all amazing and beautiful and they all look different. It's really cool. This is my least favorite room. It's just the clothes being sold at the shop. I mean, it's not terrible and it fits the vibe and the purpose, but I don't know, it's just okay. And then we have one last room and then we can wrap up. Come in here. This is Chucklebean's. This is his office where he keeps track of his inventory and his sales, the business of doing his business. So that's his office, and that's it. So like I said, if people like this, we can go check out Kelsey's Island. And the thing that's cool about Kelsey's Island is it's spectacular. I mean, it's spectacular. And it's completely different than mine. Like night and day different. Which makes it just really, really cool. I'll go ahead and put my, what was it called? You know where you can go sleep? You can go check somebody's island out? I can't remember what that's called. You know, the little code. I can't remember what that's called. I'll put that down in the description if you want to go check out the island a little bit more. I don't know how much I'll change once the DLC comes out. Like, I don't know if I'm going to keep the diner here on the island, if I'm going to have a diner over in that other area. So, but thank you for joining me. And I'll say goodbye. And I hope y'all enjoyed the island tour. All right, bye.